So we're out on the land here, and it's another month away before the morel mushrooms are out, so we decided to tap a few trees. We're going to bowl down and see if we can't get a gallon or so. And this is the still that we put together. You can just see these maple trees, most of them here. So we could do thousands of taps if we'd like and really start a maple syrup business, and we might do that in the next year or two coming.
Here's maple syrup running. Just starting this morning. It'll flow much faster than this. This is off one tree that we have here, and we've got 2 taps in it.
And stuff that's frozen here, we're letting melt, and then we'll put that through a filter before we add it to the first pan here. So things are boiling good. Here we're filling the first one up, boiling it, and then moving to the second one. Keeping the fire going, and doesn't take much wood. You can see we got a pile of wood there. And we got a pile right here, and we're not using very much wood at all. We put it in the first pan, let that start to boil, then we move it to the second pan and let that boil. Out of the second pan, then we'll take scoops out and we'll put it in these buckets, and then we'll take it back and finish it on a turkey cooker where we can control it and turn the heat off instantly and get it to the right sugar content that we need. We're trying to finish up here, so hopefully within an hour we'll be out of here. Nice hot fire. Using elm. In our 3-stage process for making maple syrup, we start out in the woods boiling down 100 gallons of sap. We know we got to get to 2.5 gallons of syrup. So if we can boil that down to less than 5 gallons of sap, and then bring it to the turkey cooker here, and we can boil that down to 3 gallons of sap to 3.5. Then we can take it on the stove. Take it on the stove, we split it into 2, 1.5 gallons in each pan, and finish that off to perfection. So this is how we do it in a 3-stage boiling. Yes, it's not as efficient when you're using propane gas like this in the stove. Next year we'll get larger. This year we just wanted to make 1 gallon or 2. We've already surpassed that. Next year we may go to 10 gallons of syrup to 15. We've got a lot of trees, so it's just a learning experience this year. We got to get more efficient out in the woods and boiling down. We'll get a sugar shack going. The following year, if we want to increase that, we can go further and we determine how big we want to get. But I would figure we would do it over a 4-year process as we grow. That way you're learning and you're not putting a lot of expense into it and then losing all that or destroying it by not knowing what you're doing. So we're going to do it in stages here, and we'll see where it goes. We may get up there where we're boiling down a couple thousand gallons a year. I hope this helps. For more on the outdoors, visit us on mwoutdoors.com, and have a great spring. This gallon of sap that we just boiled down on the stove, we got 1.5 pints out of it. Boiling down our maple syrup here on the stove to finish it. This is just a small batch that we're trying. We're getting close to the end. You're going to start seeing this foam. You can tell we're getting down to the sugar, getting a lot more bubbles here. You can use a hygrometer, or you can use a thermometer. Get it up to 219, or you can watch it and see where she's going to foam up at and then get her off the fire quick. So I would say you're done. You can also see it turning colors. Here's the stuff we just boiled down. A little bit of sap, and we boiled it down to 1.5 pints here. A little darker this time. Last week was real light amber color. So as the season moves on, it will get darker. Here you can see the difference in the different balls we've done. You can go from amber to medium Now it's getting much darker, and next week it will really get dark. And of course, the maple syrup gets much stronger too as you get later in the season.